So we'll go over the guns that I'm going to use early wipe and the attachments that are important to look out for. So starting off, if you pick usec or bear, the main guns you start with usec, you get the M4A1. With bear, you get the AK-74M. There are bonuses for having EOD that I won't go into just because it's keep it basic. The M4 is by far the worst of the two choices. The M4 is hard to mod early, has more recoil, and the ammo is, like, not too great. 74M is a lot more modding to it off level 1 traders, so if you want to have a better start, you could go with the 74M and pick bear. I'm going to pick usec because I like the way the usec sound, and I hate the bear breathing and all that. But with the M4, you're locked into not being able to put a sight on the gun right away, because this front sight is actually a gas block. If you take it off the gun's no longer functional, and if you want to put a sight on the gun with the front sight on, it makes it so that the gun is, like, blocked. The front sight's blocking your sight. So after you finish Gunsmith Part 1, you can actually go to Mechanic, and you can buy this part right here to remove the front sight off of the M4. This is called the... What is this? The AR-15 Windham? Yeah, AR-15 Windham. You put this on here, then you can take off the carrying handle and put any sight you want on your gun. The carrying handle is right here. And then you put any sight on here, and it's good to go. But the ammo's not great, the modding's not very good, and you can't really do anything else to it. So, to be honest, I sell my M4s every single time I start the wipe, because I'm just not going to use them until, like, level 20 or 30 anyway. If you want to use them, you can. That's how you go about it. With bear, you have a lot more options. From level 1 Prapor, you can buy this AK-100 handguard. You can buy this EKP sight. You can buy a laser, which, if you don't know, lasers and flashlights, when they're turned on, will increase your hipfire accuracy. So if you ever want to hipfire, you want to have one of these in your gun. Super important. And you can buy an RK6 foregrip from Skier. And what you do is you come over to your AK. You're going to pull off your handguard. Don't pull off the gas tube. You might pull this part off by accident and the gun wouldn't work. So make sure you pull off just the handguard. And then you're going to drag your handguard onto your gun. Then you can drag your laser on and your grip. So now you have a grip, a handguard, and you have a laser on here. Or if you don't want to buy the grip, you can find one in raid. And then you can put this EKP on. And now you have a sight on your gun. You have a laser, you have a grip, and it's so much better than this M4 that at level 1 you couldn't even put a sight on. You would just be stuck with this. So bear is the definite advantage when it comes to that, and we're going to repeat this across other guns. Now, personally, I choose the Mosin. The main reason is there are 2 quests in the game that require you to have a high-level sniper skill, so you have to use bolt-action rifles to level that. I leveled up by shooting things and reloading, so I choose Mosin to get that out of the way early. LPS is on level 1 Prapor. It's one of the best ammos in the game early wipe. It goes through level 4 clean almost every time. It'll go through people's dinky helmets level 1. It'll go through their body armor. It hits hard. You hit someone on the arm, it goes through their arm, hits their chest. They're almost one shot. I love this gun. It does have the drawback of obviously being bolt action. You have to bolt feed it from your pockets, and it's kind of hard to fight squads with it. So I like it because it's cheap. It's, you know, I don't got to build it. I take a Mosin, put it on, put the ammo in my pocket, it's good to go. Insure it. I drop it all the time for other people's guns. It's a great choice. It helps you early on to get headshots on the scavs for extra XP. I like it. If you don't want to use the Mosin, you could use one of the 2 guns I mentioned earlier, or you can move on to the SKS. Now, the SKS is kind of only usable with PS ammo. Now, PS ammo is no longer in level 1 Prapor, it's level 2 Prapor now. So until we have that, our only source of PS ammo is by killing scavs that have AKs, which it's pretty common. They could have SKS as well and have the ammo. So whenever you kill SKS scav, AK scav, make sure that you loot the ammo, you hold on to it, put it in your container or whatever, and you can use this. Now, a really cool trick with the SKS is if you go into the shooting range right here, hold on. Surely this loads, surely. Alright, you hop in here. So, when you aim with the SKS, the sight is very hard to see past. This is me aiming on the target. You can't really see him at all, right? But if I load this bad boy real quick, hold on. You load it, you see it's going to land right on top when I shoot. Boom. Simple enough. But if you take off the rear sight, for some reason the SKS doesn't care. When you shoot, you have a clear sight picture, and guess what? My shot still lands. Look at that. It still lands where I'm aiming. It gives you a nice sight picture. You can actually see, and you're hitting where you're shooting. It's really, really nice. So I recommend that if you use SKS. Get your PS ammo. You hit your shots. It feels really good. Alternatively, if you get level 1 Jaeger, you can unlock the OP SKS, which comes with a dovetail mount. Now, this means that we can use that EKP sight that we used on our AK earlier and put that on here. Or we have the option to put an actual zoom scope like the PSO on here. Now, PSO is on level 1 Prapor as well. You can buy it for rubles, or you could go ahead and do the barter for 2 spark plugs. Either one works. Whatever you want to do is fine. But that gives you the option of having you could either just take off the rear sight and use it like that, or you could put the EKP on or the PSO, whatever you want to do. And the best benefit of using the SKS is instead of having to only pocket load it, you can go to level 1 Peacekeeper and you can purchase mags level 1, 20 round mags. So what this means is that I can take out this internal mag and put in this 20 round mag, and then either bring a second 20 round to reload from like a normal gun, or I could just leave ammo in my pocket and reload it from the top like I normally do. So it's a huge way to get like a huge boost in your SKS. Taking off the rear sight, buying the mag, you could bring in 2 mags and then swap like a normal gun, you know, load it however you want to do it. Any combination of this is up to you. I would probably run it like this if it were me. 20 round mag and the EKP sight. It's a really nice one. The next option that I'd recommend would be the VPO. Now, this is a weird gun to run because it only has 10 round mags, but at least we can reload it like, you know, a normal gun. And it does shoot pretty good ammo. We're shooting EKO ammo from Skier. The way that I would set this up is almost identical to how you are running the 74M. Pretty much this whole handguard combo that we were running, where we had the laser and the RK6 and the AK100. We would just take this handguard off again off the gas block, take off the handguard. You're going to put on the AK100, the blue laser, and the RK6. Now, this gun is something I've used in the past. I'm not too keen on using it anymore because I kind of want a sight or a Mosin. I feel like if I'm not going to have a sight, I might as well use a Mosin. But it hits really hard, and you can reload fast, obviously, like a normal rifle. You know, the sights aren't too bad. It's better than the SKS with the rear sight on. It does hit pretty hard, and you can obviously quick reload it. Just a normal mag. It's definitely underrated. Alright, now, something worth mentioning is on Skier, you can buy these ADAR lowers. Now, why do we care about this? Because when you go here to Skier, it costs, I think it's like 12k. I can't see the prices because of the event, but I think it's like 12k. And what you can do is loot any Scav ADAR and raid, and they're all low durability, right? Well, what you can do is take all of the parts off that ADAR. I'm sure there's one on Flea Market I can buy. They're probably not going to be empty or low durability. Let me see. Yeah, they're all full. But, okay, let's say this is a damaged ADAR, right? I could take all of the parts off of my ADAR, like the upper and the tube and the pistol grip right here, right? And the mag out, whatever, and I've taken off the charging handle, and I have a fully functional ADAR now. So this would be the like 20 durability ADAR that's going to jam and not do very well. And this is a fresh ADAR. We took out a damaged one, we made it fresh. Now we can get 30 round mags for it and do whatever we want. So it's a nice way to get a cheap gun. And then you can also sell this back for like usually 4 or 5k to mechanics. So you're only paying 8k for a new gun. It's really nice. All right, now we're gonna move on to like level 2 traders. These are other choices that I run. So hopefully these are like something that you enjoy. Starting off is UMP. It got nerfed this wipe, but it's still insane. The FMJ, match FMJ is the ammo you're going to be running. It's level 1 Peacekeeper. The UMP is level 2 Peacekeeper. And then we're going to have the suppressor. We're going to have the stubby grip. We're going to have the X400 or any laser that you want. And I like the hollow sight, but any sight works as well. And it's as simple as literally drag on the suppressor, drag on the grip, drag on the flashlight, and then drag on the sight. That's like literally it. And then all you're going to do is put your FMJ in there. Match FMJ. The laser match isn't very good. The match is like what you want. This is really good ammo. Level 1. Everything else level 2. Bring this into your shooting range, and this gun hits really hard. Feels good to run around with. You get a suppressor early on. The suppressor is quite expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. So you could just run the same loadout loud if you wanted to save money. That's up to you, but you have the choice of going loud or suppress. For what it is, it's pretty good. I like it. It's up to you. Now, something worth mentioning is the RFB is bought from level 3 Skier, but on level 2 Skier, you actually can trade 2 gas sands for it. are right here. So if you have extra gas hands, you can do this barter. And then on level 2 skier, you can buy BCP FMJ ammo. Now this ammo got buffed this wipe. It's so similar to M80. Now it's like 4 or 5 pen less. So if you want to shoot big boy bullets that look like they're not very good, you can slap on any sight you want. I'm going to use the hollow again and the stubby grip. There's no laser on this gun, unfortunately, but that's like the best I got. You can buy the mags off level 2 Peacekeeper for the FAL. And then you just hop in this, and that's what it looks like. It shoots really big bullets. They're like 70 something damage, and you know, you got single fire. It's almost like you're shooting Mosin bullets at this point. You could just, you know, someone's in your face, you can just hip fire them. Very good gun. Also helpful if you get like a scope for it, but it's kind of hard to get a scope early on. Alright, so I was going to mention the MP5SD, but I forgot that it was quest locked, like super far down, so I'm going to use the MPX instead. It's a really good gun early on, really cheap. You buy yourself level 2 Peacekeeper. Just put any sight on, I'm going to use the hollow. Any laser flashlight, I'm going to use a flashlight. And then we're going to throw a grip on there, and we're going to use PST ammo off its level 2 Peacekeeper, I believe. Gonna hop in there, load that bad boy, and it is not too bad, honestly. This is what it shoots like. If you can like hit heads, it's kind of nice. You can tap things. You got the option to change mags. It's not too shabby. It is not too shabby. It's kind of the preference if you like it, you know. It's really easy to mod. It's decently priced if you have dollars. Nice to dump your dollars on. That's up to you. The last gun I'm gonna mention is the MP7. Now this is getting into level 3 trader territory, and this is kind of a lot for this video, but MP7 is super easy to get, either through in raid, or you can get it through flea market, or you can get it from level 3 Peacekeeper. Now this is probably the easiest gun in the game to mod. It's literally just sight and flashlight laser and then mag. Now if you find one of these, you can actually use 20 round mags and get subsonic ammo at level 2 mechanic. And then all you would do with that is run a hollow sight and your laser like that. Now, this gun by itself with 20 rounders will kill things, but it's super small mags. When you get level 30, you unlock level 3 mechanic, and you can get 30 round mags, and you can run these. And this is a solid loadout for factory or any CQB map. You will just absolutely shred things. One of my favorite guns to run. And also, the subsonic ammo is worth mentioning. It reduces your recoil by 22. So we're looking at a, 17 recoil gun. It's absolutely huge. Gun shreds. It's worth mentioning. It's one of my go-tos when I get level 30. Guns a beam. I love it. These are all my go-to gun builds. There is definitely other variations you can do. Like, instead of Mosin, you could go over to Jaeger, and you could buy, the VPO. You could use this instead of the Mosin, and you have mags, and you could reload those for sniper skill. I don't like this gun. I don't know. I'm weird. I don't like it. If you like it, feel free to use it. There's tons of other options that you can use, but these are all my go-tos. How do you math that recoil? 39 minus 22 equals 17. Also, yeah, the AVT and the SVT are going to be new this wipe, and I think both of those guns will be quite good. I don't know what level traders they'll be on. I don't know where they'll be locked behind. I'm going to use them when I unlock them probably, but I can't tell you beforehand. Some of the things that I talk about in this video might change after the wipe. I can't predict what they're going to change. This is everything I go to. That's why I give you so many options. If they do change stuff, I'll try to make a pinned comment or something. But I can't predict the future, and then I can't also like grind through and get level 2 traders before like you guys play your first raid, you know? So hopefully that this is helpful.